promises, and I wouldn't wanna break them. I wouldn't wanna break them. Maybe she'll help me to untie this, but until then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to her. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy, it seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. Harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Even after all the silly things you do. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down.
snow and rain. When you hear that same sweet song again, well, you know why. Anyone who sings a tune so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La 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 la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 la. All I know is something like a bird within her sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain.
Thanks for coming, y'all. coming to you live from historic McBean Stadium in the heart of Lincoln, California. It's time for Potters Baseball. Potters Baseball brought to you by Stones Broadcast Networks. And now let's send it up to the booth, to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to McBean Stadium on the outskirts of Lincoln, California. Actually, it's closer to downtown. We've got baseball for you tonight. We've got PEL, Pacific Empire League Baseball, between the Potters. Oh, wait a minute. We've got a delivery here. Oh, my gosh. First of all, I just bid on the jersey downstairs. Are you going to outbid me for number 10? Well, I'm not going to tell you. Excuse us, folks. I'm talking to somebody. If I have to outbid you, I'll do it, but I'd probably give it to you anyway. That's okay, because I mean, you bring me all these cookies, and then I figure you had a couple of them already. Now, what kind? Oh, we got a note. Ginger molasses cookies. Oh, Nana. Oh. I have to go broadcast the game. Thank you so much. You're the best. Folks, sometimes you have to take a little sidebar, and you have to get some cookies from the Griffiths family, and you have to tell them that you bid on Brett's jersey, because today is Hispanic Heritage Night out here at McBean, and we have jerseys up for auction, and I went down and put some money down on Brett's because, we brought the guy from American River College all the way over here. I get cookies all the time, and little do you know, I know I'm going to get cookies right then, and here they are. You want one, parking lot Potter? You want a ginger cookie? Okay, well, I'll take the sugar off and give it to you. And we've got the Humboldt Crabs against your Lincoln Potters. Potters are 1-0 in PEL play. They won on the road at Solano 17-5, got out the big bats, and got the win. John Alkire was fantastic on the mound. 5 innings, 9 strikeouts, just 3 hits. The Humboldt Crabs were in Healdsburg, and they had a very tough series against the Prune Packers. Actually won the middle game of that series. Lost game 1, 11-3. Won game 2, 6-3, and then lost yesterday 10-5. So they brought the sticks out, but the Prune Packers took 2 out of 3. So the Crabs are 1-2, and the Prune Packers are 2-1. Potters we said are 1-0, and I believe the Mudcats are now 1-1 as they open the season with a win over the West Coast Kings. Torrin O'Haron will throw for the Potters tonight. 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs, 5 strikeouts in his only other appearance. He was the winning pitcher 5-1. And I should say that the Potters are 16-1 in the season and are working on a 14-game win streak, including that win on Wednesday against the Solano Mudcats. Riley the engineer, let's put up the batting order for the Humboldt Crabs. Keenan Morris starting them off. Pappas, Sewell, Enyart. Then Tyler Howard, who's 5 for 7 in that series against Healdsburg. Forsyth, Medikoff, Reed, and Perazo rounded out. Miles Standish is the pitcher, I kid you not, for the Humboldt Crabs. When I suggested to the people in the booth that maybe we should call them the Humboldt Pilgrims because Miles Standish is pitching, they had no idea what I was talking about. And if you do know what I'm talking about, congratulations. You probably watch CBS a lot. So we're just about ready to get going. Keenan Morris from Santa Rosa Junior College steps in against Torrin O'Haron. Morris at .364 on the year, playing third base for the Crabs. We have a very, you can see on the pictures that Riley the engineer is putting out to you, we have a very colorful jersey matchup today as the Potters with their Hispanic Heritage jerseys on. And O'Haron's first pitch is right down the middle of the plate, called the ball. Okay, it was a little outside, but it just looked good. Anyway, and the Crabs, they're kind of camouflage. Would you say, Riley, that's a camouflage-looking jersey? Kind of is a camouflage. There's another fastball from O'Haron. It's outside, 2-0. Torrin O'Haron from Stanford, out of Rockland, California, making his second appearance of the season. He pitched on the 12th, and that is ball 3. Against Peloteros, 3 innings, like I said, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. And a game won 19-4 by the Potters. But he is 3-0 behind Keenan Morris. And he misses ball 4. So Morris draws the base on balls to start the ball game. He is at first base with nobody out, and Jacob Pappas will be the next hitter. Jacob playing out in left field for the Crabs. He is an outfielder out of Fresno State University, the Bulldogs, as opposed to Gardner-Webb, the Running Bulldogs. This is just the Bulldogs. And Jacob is hitting .419 on the season, just 2 for 14 in that series against the Prune Packers, but he's got 5 RBIs and he's got 7 runs scored on the year for the Crabs, and he'll take a strike as O'Haron finds the strike zone for the first time tonight. Morris leading over at first base. Not a big lead, but kind of creeping off a little bit. He stays put. Next pitch is right down the middle for a strike, 0-2. O'Haron right at 92 miles an hour early on in this one. He got to 94 against Peleteros in that game last week. Cameron Sewell, the on-deck hitter, the second baseman, who has been on a tear for the Crabs. Swing and a miss, and he got Pappas on strikes 1, 2, 3. So O'Haron gets the big strikeout, and here is Cameron Sewell, who's hitting .439 on the year, and maybe more impressively, he's 6 for 11 against the Prune Packers in the series just concluded. Cameron out of Sacramento State University, the Hornets, and I also went to Sacramento State University. You want to look at the defensive alignment for the Potters, Riley? Let's do it right now. Russell, Williams, and Liao in the outfield. Ryan Lee at third, Zach Story, Tristan Russell, Ty McGraw, Paniagua behind the plate, and on the mound is Torrin O'Haron. The thing is when I forget to do that and Riley gives me that look, it just pierces me to my core. He is so disappointed in me that I forgot. He's doing it again, but now he's squinting like he's looking straight into the sun, and it just doesn't have the same effect. So Sewell up here with a run at first and 1 out, and he takes an off-speed pitch. It's in there for a strike. 0-1. So 4 balls in a row, now 4 strikes in a row for Torrin O'Haron. Adam Enyart, the designated hitter, on deck. Sewell with 2 home runs and 12 runs batted in and 12 runs scored for the Humboldt Crabs. And he slices that one back into the screen. Nestles up against our camera, which Riley really gets upset about. I was just going to tell you, it's Hispanic Heritage Night. It's a players auction, jersey auction. I'm going to say for the first time I bid on somebody, Brett Griffiths, because we broadcast him at AR. And then here comes mom, grandma, whoever, and giving me cookies. I didn't even ask for it. There goes the runner, swung and I missed. The throw to second base from Paniagua. The tag is applied, and safe at second base is Morris, but the strikeout is recorded on Sewell. And 2 outs, runner in scoring position at second base, and Adam Enyart will be the hitter. Adam from St. Mary's College, the Gales down in Moraga. Beautiful campus down there, Riley. Beautiful campus. My son got accepted in there, my older son. We went down there, took a tour of the campus. Fantastic, loved the place. They sent the bill. This is what you have to pay us. I said, you might want to find somewhere else to go. And he did. But what a lovely campus. That's outside for a ball. And our part, our donation would have been keeping it lovely, that's for sure. It certainly was big enough. But I sent him to a different college, and now he works in insurance. So there's the bottom line there. 1 ball, no strikes. Enyart 4 for 14 against the Prune Packers, 362 overall. Right-handed hitter takes it inside, and it's off the glove of Paniagua. And going over to third on the pass ball will be Keenan Morris. So he is 90 feet away with the game's first run. 2 balls and no strikes on Adam Enyart with Tyler Howard on deck. Tyler Howard 5 for 7 on the season, 5 for 7 in that series against the Prune Packers with 3 runs batted in. So just showed up, and he's making his presence felt for the Crabs. Robin Guyver is the manager. It says it's his 81st season, but I don't think that's right. That's sliced into right field. That's a base hit. RBI single for Enyart. Here comes Morris across the plate, and the Crabs draw first blood. They lead it 1-0. Enyart picks up a run batted in, his 6th of the season. And a walk, stolen base, pass ball, and a single is a run for the Crabs here in the top of the first. And here's Tyler Howard. Tyler out of UC Davis, the Aggies. Enyart with a good lead at first base. And he takes low, does Tyler Howard, 1-0. Wearing number 17, and I guess they're not really camouflage jerseys. I like the color of the numbers. Really stands out, you know. I mean, if you're a guy who knows who Miles Standish is, you need help seeing things, and that's exactly what they do. 1-1. Now the Potters jerseys, on the other hand, I think if I get my jersey and I take it home and it's dark in the house, I think I could light it up with that jersey. I don't think I need lights. That is a bright jersey. Swing and a miss, soft speed from O'Haron. And down in the count is Tyler Howard at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Liam Forsythe, the catcher, will follow Tyler Howard. That's a check swing just a little bit outside. They're going to ask, and the umpire at first says, got 3 umpires because it's PEL play, so we have everything covered. The guy who just heckled the umpire is the guy who heckled me when I signed up for Brett's jersey. He's a heckler. What can I say? He wears number 35. He is the heckler. It's a chopper down to first, but it's foul. Picked out of the air by Ty McGraw, but all for naught. $4 off Farmer's Beer tonight, I think, Riley, is the big deal, right? Oh, by the way, tomorrow, big day. Piper's birthday. Big day. I haven't gotten him anything yet. And as you pointed out, Riley, Piper also donning the Hispanic Heritage jersey today. And on him, it looks good because he's a colorful cat anyway. We'll go 2-2. And it is strike 3. I hope so. Peniagua flipped the ball out before the umpire made the call. 3 strikeouts in the inning for O'Haron, but he did surrender a run as we go to the bottom of inning number 1. Crabs 1. Potters coming to bat.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team to help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first. McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low here with Riley the engineer. Willie Preston doing the PA. Luke Statwalker is working the track man, and Sydney has moved into the point streak activity, and she's also moved up to number 2 on the intern list. Why? Because I asked her what number she wanted to be, and she said that. Ethan Leal is the first batter. Let's look at the lineup. Let's look at the batting order, Riley. Can we? I was late. Leal, Brian Williams Jr., McGraw has been on fire all season. Peniagua, Russell also on fire. Lee Story Marsh, the newcomer, and Tyler Russell with Torn O'Haron on the mound. I asked Sydney, I said, she was 4th. I said, what place do you want to be on the list? And she goes, I want to be above Luke. So that, she could have been first, but she's not. Miles Standish, the left-hander on the mound, is 2-0, 16 innings and 22 strikeouts. 10 hits and 3 runs allowed, a 1.68 ERA for the left-hander out of the College of the Redwoods and the Mayflower. Again, if you know what that means, then you're old like me. Or a student of history, which is okay too. Liao at 317 outside. He hit a home run Wednesday. Today's Friday, yeah. Wednesday in the game against the Mudcats. He has 13 runs batted in and 14 runs scored. And that is in there for a call strike. Three balls, 2 strikes on Ethan. Slices it foul down the right field line off the screen. Brian Williams Jr., who had a tremendous game on Wednesday in that win against the Mudcats. He hadn't been in the lineup for a couple days, and he came out with a vengeance on Wednesday as the Potters won their first PEL game on the road against Solano. Swing and a miss, and Liao is out on strikes. So Standish gets the strikeout. So far, all our outs in this game are recorded on strikeouts, and here is Brian Williams Jr. out of Midwest City, Oklahoma, in Dallas Baptist University. Brian hitting a .442. He's been fantastic all season long, but yet on Wednesday he was 4 for 5 at a home run and drove in 5 runs. So he was a monster. He has 9 runs batted in on the season and 29 runs scored. And somewhere around 19 stolen bases, and he takes a strike. Standish delivering at 88 miles an hour, the left-hander. Said 2-0 on the season, just 3 runs in 16 innings. Takes something off that, misses outside. 1-1 on Brian Williams Jr. Ty McGraw, the on-deck hitter. Misses with the off-speed. 2-1. The same approach he took to Ethan Liao. He got behind, came back, and got the strikeout. Williams fouls that one up against the screen, so it's 2-2. Ty McGraw doing some acrobatic work there, catching it off the screen, returning it to the home plate umpire, trying to keep things, running smoothly. Williams takes in the dirt. It's 3-2. Great crowd out here for a Friday night, beginning of a 3-game series against these Humboldt Crabs. Tomorrow, 7:05, Piper's birthday. Williams hits it well to center field. Moving to his right is Tim Reed. He's got a beat on it, and he'll make the catch. So Williams flies to center field, and Ty McGraw is the hitter. Ty was 3 for 4 on Wednesday and 475 on the season. 2 home runs, 24 RBI, 19 runs scored for the first baseman out of Gardendale, Alabama. Say hi to Mom Tracy and all our Gardendalians watching. Ty takes a strike. Ty from Troy University. Popped up left side. Pappas coming in left field. Now he's lost it. He's trying to track it down, and he can't get it, and it's going to fall over behind him. And McGraw hustles into second base with a sun-aided double. Pappas came in like he had that, and we've said it many times if you watch Potter's games that left field is treacherous until the sun goes down. The left side actually third and short as well. And Pappas just didn't have an idea where it was once it got up in the sun. Off the left-handed batter with a little bit of a slice on it. And it gives a chance for Adam Paniagua to come on and tie this ball game. The catcher hitting at .421 with a home run and 6 batted in. It's a line drive, but it's foul down the left field line. Hits a bullet past third, but well foul. And it is 0-1. Defensively, let's look at the Crabs with Pappas in left, Reed in center, Howard. Keenan Morris at third, Perazo at short, Sewell second, Metcalf at first, Forsyth behind the plate, and Miles Standish on the mound. Ground ball headed up the middle, cut off at shortstop, knocked down at shortstop. It'll be an infield hit, but unable to score will be McGraw as Perazo got over there and knocked it down, kept it in the infield, and kept the Potters off the board, at least momentarily, for Tristan Russell. Tristan out of Cypress, Texas, is hitting .396. He has 3 home runs to lead the team. He has 28 RBI to lead the team, and he has scored 18 times. He's been player of the game 3 times, including our first game, and the first Grand Slam of the season was his, and then he hit a home run 380 feet, the second furthest back in the game on Sunday. That is a ball inside, or make that Tuesday. 1 ball and no strikes on Tristan. He's got Peniagua at first and McGraw over at third. He'll take the fastball, and it's outside. Good job behind the plate by Forsythe trying to frame that one, but umpire all over it. 2 balls and no strikes. Matt Lundgren, the GM, owner, whatever he is, of the Potters, making the rounds. Glad handing the crowd, which is tremendous, again. Outside, 3-0. Ryan Lee will follow Tristan Russell. Ryan over at third base today. We're in number 5. 3-0 coming up to Tristan. And he misses he catches the outside corner, although I thought he missed it, and the bat was already flipped over toward the dugout. It's considerably outside on that pitch. Russell seems to be victimized a lot by questionable calls so far in the season, and he will take his time to return to home plate. Maybe the umpire was blinded by the jerseys. That's the only explanation I can come up with. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Standish and Forsythe, the battery for the Crabs. That is all called strike 2 as he makes his way. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls and 2 contested strikes, but strikes nonetheless. Paniagua will be going on the 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. That is called strike 3. So Potters leave 2. Standish strikes out 2. We go to the second inning. Crabs on top, 1-0.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Top of inning number 2. Crabs on top 1-0. Mark the Phantom Low here with you, along with Riley the engineer, Spencer for hire right there, Willie Preston over there, Sydney and Luke Stoutwalker That is the crew. O'Haron pops in, grounded up the middle, scooped up at shortstop by Story, but his throw is going to pull McGraw off the bag, and it's an infield single for Liam Forsyth. Story had to go a long way to his left, and he got it, didn't have a lot on the throw, and Forsyth gets the second hit for the Crabs. An infield single brings up Tate Metcalf, the first baseman. Forsyth came in at 387. Metcalf at 316. Just 1 for 8 in the series against the Prune Packers. Tate coming to us from Santa Clara University. I believe they're the Broncos. Hispanic Heritage Night out here. Great crowd once again. Piper wearing his Hispanic Heritage jersey. O'Haron's pitch is outside, 1-0. Welcome the Humboldt broadcasting crew. It's just one guy as far as I can tell. He's doing everything. It would take me 3 guys to do what he's doing. I don't know his name though, but welcome, sir. He's right down in front of me. Pitch is called a strike, so it's 1-1. That is outside for a ball. 2-1. Metcalf followed by Timmy Reed and then Michael Prasso rounding out the batting lineup for the Humboldt Crabs as O'Haron delivers the 2-1, and it's on the corner, 2-2. Check swing, and it is ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. O'Haron with a walk back in the first inning to Keenan Morris, and it came back to haunt him as Morris scored the only run. And that's fouled off back to the screen. Right at my guy, Jim Russell, down there, my trivia partner. Do it again at 3-2. Good lead at first base. Swing and a miss, and O'Haron has another strikeout. 90 miles an hour. That's his 4th strikeout, and that'll bring up Timmy Reed. And again, he strikes out 4 guys already, and now it's the Dueling Dogs batter. If Timmy Reed strikes out, it'll be half off Dueling Dogs. Already $4 off Farmers, so it's already stuff going on. Timmy Reed out of USF, playing out in center field. 152 with 5 RBI and 8 runs scored on the season. Left-handed hitter against O'Haron, and he shows bunt and it sails high and away. Ryan Lee was suspecting something as he was creeping in at third base. Lee and Story, the left side of the infield for the Potters. Tristan Russell and Ty McGraw on the right side. O'Haron goes over to first base. As Reed is showing bunt. At least pre-pitch he is. Does he not want to be the Dueling Dog strikeout? Maybe. Probably just rather bunt. Pulls it back, swings and misses at O'Haron's first pitch. Make that second pitch, 1-1. Willie's got the soundtrack going. Well, just yapping dogs right now. He builds a crescendo up when he gets to be 2 strikes. And that one is outside if it gets to be 2 strikes. Forsyth at first with 1 out. Forsyth with an infield hit to start the inning. Then a strikeout of Tate Metcalf. And now Timmy Reed. And Ryan Lee is still thinking that Timmy might try to drop one down, and so do I. He lines one into right field, a base hit. Picked up out in right field by Ethan Liao, and he gets it in. But Reed delivers a base hit to right field. Second hit of the inning, and first and second now for Michael Perazo. Perazo, the shortstop, batting at 43 on the campaign. Michael Brazo out of Sac State, another Hornet, who are going to the Big West in every sport except for football. I believe that's in the 26-27 academic year. Brazo takes a strike. 0-1. Right at 90 for Torrin O'Haron out of Rockland, California, and Stanford University. The infield hit to Forsyth, and the single by Timmy Reed has runners at first and second with just one out. Fastball misses. Keenan Morris, the leadoff man, on deck. Crabs 1-2 in their series against the Prune Packers up in Healdsburg, which is a tough place to play. They won the middle game of that 3-game set. Lost yesterday 10-5, so putting the runs up on the board. And they continue their road trip with a visit to these Lincoln Potters right here at McBean Stadium. So they start the season with three in Healdsburg and 3 here in Lincoln. That's a tough way to start the season. Or get that behind you. Now you're going to be hosting people for the rest of the season up at Humboldt. I haven't been up there. I got to go up there. That's 3-1 now. I hear good things about it, and I think Willie went up last year. Seems like a great place to watch a ball game, as is this, especially on Hispanic Heritage Night or tomorrow, Piper's birthday. Now Nate Kujawski is going to go out and talk to Torrin O'Haron. So Piper's birthday tomorrow. Also, we have a guest announcer tomorrow, the great Pat Steele, KNCI legend, the Radio Hall of Famer, will be in here. And he's coming out early. He's going to do some sort of video project on the field with the players. I cleared it through Matt Lindgren. I washed my hands of it. I mentioned it to him. Matt said, great. I said, okay, Pat, go do it. I told him to come out at 5:30. They don't open the gates until 6. Okay, I'm going to get him in. Don't worry. I just thought I would just play a little prank there. But he'll be here. Piper will have a birthday. Probably have some celebrity guests at his birthday party. O'Haron's fastball is outside, ball 4. That'll load the bases here in the second and bring up Keenan Morris, who walked his first time up, the third baseman, hitting at .364. 4 for 12 against the Prune Packers. 5 RBI and 18 runs scored for the third baseman out of Santa Rosa Junior College. They were the #1 ranked team in the state in community college for most of the season until they were knocked out of the playoffs by Sierra College out of Rockland. Morris takes outside. Potter's playing double play depth in the middle and even with the bag on the corners. Straight away in the outfield for Morris, left-handed hitter. Jacob Pappas follows him in the Crabs lineup. Ray Garcia sporting the Heritage Night jersey, looking good. Unofficial mayor. What number? #1, of course. Why did I even have to look? Of course he's #1. 2-0 now on Keenan Morris. O'Haron with 2 base on balls. He's given up 3 hits. Swing and a miss by Morris. He had the green light 2-0, and he took a great cut, but O'Haron got it by him at 91 miles an hour. 2-1. Sun is a factor in the outfield and the infield at this point. A high chopper could get lost on the sun on the left side of the infield. That's fouled away by Morris, so O'Haron back in the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good to see the parking lot Potters down in the front row there. Now, my man Tommy from Sierra Framing. Of course, Don, who delivers a little bit of pizza up here. And Riley has destroyed that pizza. And there was some weird stuff on there, and he kind of looked at it and went, okay, I'm going in. He left 1 piece for Willie, I think. I think that's basically it. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Big strikeout, obviously, right there for Torrin O'Haron. It'll leave it all up to Jacob Pappas, who struck out his first time up. Forsyth at third, Reed at second, and Perazzo at first. That's the 5th strikeout for Torrin O'Haron. I'm just going to have to check this. I'm going to check this. First of all, there's 2 pieces, my bad. Pineapple, jalapeno, onion, and what else? And chicken. Wow. Crazy. And I'll tell you, he destroyed it. And he's going back in now. First pitch is a strike. Then I'll let him polish it off with one of those great ginger cookies. He's like, there's a lot of kick in that ginger. You just had jalapeno. Come on, bro. It's ginger, okay? It's not arsenic. 0-1. And a beautiful looking pitch that missed right in the strike zone for a ball, 1-1. Three on, 2 out here in the second. 1-1 on Pappas. Outside, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Pappas is followed by Cameron Sewell, the hottest hitter on the Crabs roster, or in their lineup today anyway. 2-1 now from Taryn. That is called strike 2. Jacob Pappas from Fresno State University, who I think is in the same conference as Sac State now. And I think they're in the Big West. But people move around. I don't know if you notice this. People move around in conferences these days. You know, a little time out as Peniagua goes out to talk to Torrin O'Haron. And Pappas will walk around, take stock of the situation. We mentioned Robin Guyver, the manager, Eric Giacconi, John Bryant, Jeff Giacomini are the assistant coaches for the Humboldt Crabs. Nate Keys, Michelle Snyder, and Chad Farrow, the trainers. They got 3 trainers, which I think it's a lot of trainers. We only have 1 trainer. Maybe they're letting us one of their trainers for the game. Maybe they don't all travel, though. That's a possibility, too. 2-2 now. Crabs loaded the bases with 1 out. A strikeout of Morris by O'Haron, and now he's got Pappas up here. And he fouls it off down the right field line, giving chase is Ethan Liao. And that is over atop the VIP Kiln area, which is beautiful down the right field line. And who's enjoying? I'd like to find out who's enjoying the Kiln. Willie, who's in the Kiln tonight? Somebody's enjoying that down there. That's the place Riley's going to go party. Take a game off, go down party in the VIP area, huh, Riley? Have your bachelor party down there or something? Maybe not. Swing and a miss, he got him. O'Haron comes back, gets the 2 strikeouts he needs. We go to the bottom of the second. Crabs on top, 1-0.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
You'll be
Bottom of inning number 2 for the Potters. They trail it 1-0. Ryan Lee, Zach Story, and Quentin Marsh will be the first 3 hitters against Miles Standish, who had a couple of strikeouts, gave up a couple of hits. One of them was sun-aided in the bottom of the first. Standish's off-speed pitch misses the corner. Not by much, but it is ball 1, 1-0. That's a chopper down towards shortstop. Handled by Perazo across the diamond. It's going to be too late. I don't know if Michael had trouble finding that one off the bat or what, but his throw not in time to Lee, who beats it out for a base hit. And that'll bring up Zach Story. Zach, 3 for 8 on the season, 3 for 4 in the game on Wednesday against the Mudcats. So he found it against Solano in a 17-5 Potters win. It's a sharply right at second base. Over to short at 1 is easy. Over to first is the 4-6-3 double play. So Story hit it hard, but right at Sewell, flipped it to Perazo and over to Medikoff at first. And it's quickly 2 outs for the Potters here in the second. And Quentin Marsh will be the hitter. I think this is Quentin's debut at bat for the Potters, wearing number 2. Left-handed hitter. He's out of Stanford University, Quentin Marsh. He is the DH for the Potters tonight. And he'll take a strike right down the middle from left-hander Miles Standish. And he'll take a ball, 1-1. Just a little bit too low from Standish. Left-hander, 2-0 on the season out of College of the Redwoods. Chopper down to third, handled over there by Morris. And he barely gets him at first base for the out. So a quick inning thanks to the double play by the Crabs. We'll go to the third. Crabs on top by 1.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number 1. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
Top of inning number 3 from McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California. Great crowd out here on a Friday night, Hispanic Heritage Night. Also $4 off Farmers Beer and Farmers Brewing Company. So that's something too. I don't want to say it's nothing. There's a sharp shot right back at O'Hara, and he gets down, picks it up, flips it to first, and got him at first base. Cameron Sewell with a bullet back up the middle, and Torrin O'Hara stayed with it. And the first out recorded by the Potters that wasn't a strikeout is a great play by O'Hara on a bullet by Sewell. And Cameron is a very tough luck over 2 now, and Adam Enyart's the hitter. Eli Garcia is going to go out and say, "Are you all right, man?" And then say, "What a play." Stuck with it, underhanded over to first and got him. Adam Enyart from St. Mary's, who singled to right and drove in the only run of the game his last time up, picking up his 6th run batted into the season. And there's one out here in the top of the third, and Enyart coming to the plate. Right-handed hitter, Adam, the DH tonight for the Humboldt Crabs. Potter's coming at 16-1. I think Humboldt might be 10-2. Enyart takes on the corner for a strike on one. Chop foul at the plate. Oh, and 2 now on Enyart. He's followed by Tyler Howard. Fastball. Got the call, strike 3. Enyart is out on strikes. That's 7 strikeouts for Torin O'Haron. And with 2 outs here in the third, Tyler Howard is your hitter. Right fielder struck out his first time up. He's now 5 for 8 on the season out of UC Davis. 5 for 7 in the series against Healdsburg. Jordan Georgeson, the acclaimed journalist and photojournalist out of Gold Country Media, is in the house tonight and is resting now and not even eating anything. So I'm kind of disappointed in Jordan. Yeah, I mean, come on. He had a hot dog earlier, but I mean, like Riley said, just one. Fouled back. And Jordan says he's bettering himself, so Riley, stay off of him, okay? Help him out just because you weigh 132 or whatever it is. After all those pieces of pizza, you might be up to about 136. Jalapeno, onion, pineapple, and chicken. Anything else? Here's call, strike 2. Maybe a little bit of bacon in there. Oh, bacon bit. Actually, it sounds pretty good, although I'm not really a fan of jalapenos, and you weren't either until you discovered that you were. Well, if I eat 6 pieces of pizza with jalapeno on them, I guess I have to like it a little bit. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. O'Haron with 2 strikeouts and a great defensive play in the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Crabs 1, Potters nothing.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today.
Welcome back to McBean Stadium. Bottom of inning number 3. It'll be Ty Russell for the Potters. And then top of the order, Ethan Liao and Brian Williams Jr. Ty at 268 out of Queen Creek, Arizona. Swings and misses, home of, at least in the Wikipedia, says Brock Purdy. So, I mean, I guess he's a little bigger name than Ty, but Ty's working on it. He has 5 runs batted in, 6 runs scored. Takes inside. He's playing out in left field for the Potters tonight, who have 3 hits against Miles Standish. Standish has struck out 2 and had a double play turn behind him in the second. Russell takes the ball. Standish 16 innings coming in, 22 strikeouts and just 5 base on balls. Russell takes outside. 3-1 on Tyler Russell. 6 foot 190. Takes a strike, 3-2. Standish comes right in with that one at 88 miles an hour. He's about where he's been the first 3 innings here. Torno Heron hit 94 on that last pitch at the top of the third. Chopper up over the mound. That's a tough play. Shortstop Peraza never saw it, and Russell beats it out. Again, we talked about the sun being a factor. I don't think the sun is that strong right now, but it must be a perfect angle that Peraza has now lost 2 ground balls, it looks like. That one was going to be a tough play even if Michael had seen it, as it was not hit that hard and he was playing it deep short. So he's Ethan Liao, who struck out his first time up, the leadoff man batting at .317. 1 hit Wednesday in the game against the Mudcats. It was a home run. Ethan with 13 RBI and 14 runs scored, and Russell leads off at first. Liao pops it up right side, giving chase is Howard, giving chase the second baseman Sewell, and they won't get there because it's on top of the VIP area out there. Sewell covered a lot of ground from second base, and Howard came in from right field, but ran out of room. And Liao now with no balls and 1 strike. Ethan from Dublin, California, and Gardner-Webb University, home of the Running Bulldogs, which is a real sight to see. There goes the runner. It's lifted down the right field line foul. I wonder if they just have a Bulldog race the first day. The Running Bulldogs, first day of practice, just put a bunch of Bulldogs out there running. I would like to see it. It would not be a fast race. I don't think the Bulldogs will really worry about getting there first. They would just kind of like hanging out. Throw over to first base. Almost got him. And they did get him at first base. The tag applied by Medikov. Thought he might have got in there underneath there, but the call made by the umpire. And again, we have 3 umpires, so they're right on everything. And now 0-2 with 1 out. Liao takes call, strike 3. Brian Williams Jr. will be the hitter. Flied to center field his first time up, coming off a 4-hit performance against Solano on Wednesday. Looking to put a charge in. He got his first home run of the season. I had him at the top of my list for guys I thought were going to hit a home run this year, but he hasn't done it here yet. Nice breaking ball and swing and a miss for a strike. Ty McGraw was on that list for a while, then he crushed 2 of them, so he's off that list now. And Williams moves up to the top. That's a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. We've got home runs from Aiden Chang and Brett Griffiths, and 3 from Russell and Trip Garish, who we miss. Adam Peniagua. Two and 1 now. Brian with 29 runs scored and 19 stolen bases. That is a strike right down the middle. 2-2. Down the middle and a little on the lower side, but right above the knees for a strike. So it's 2-2. Ty McGraw will follow if Brian can get something going here in the bottom of inning number 3. That is called strike 3. So a pair of strikeouts back-to-back called by Miles Standish, and we go to the fourth. Crabs still on top, 1-0.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Top of inning number 4, it'll be Liam Forsyth, Tate Metcalf, and Timmy Reed against Torin O'Haron. The Crabs scored one time in the first inning. That's the whole scoring in this game, as the first pitch is a strike from O'Haron. He has struck out 8 so far in 3 innings, giving up 3 hits and a run. Forsyth with an infield single back in the second inning, so he is 1 for 1. And he takes strike 2. Liam out of Southeast Missouri State after spending some time at Chabot College down in the Bay Area. And he's got a no-ball, 2-strike count on him. Riley and I were just having a discussion between innings about whether Bulldogs would actually chase anything. They're running Bulldogs outside. Now, different kinds of Bulldogs, the French Bulldog, the English Bulldog, there's different kinds. But I don't see them as running after too much stuff. Not for very long, anyway. They just sit there looking cool. That's a slice foul down the first base line, scattering the Potters around the bullpen area as they look like they're at least loosen up somebody. And I got a left-hander and a right-hander throwing down there. O'Haron, in his first start of the season, just went 3 innings. He's working on his 4th inning right now. And he has 8 strikeouts and a couple of walks, so he's getting up there on the pitch count. Now we've got a shoe tying emergency for Forsyth. And again, I allow you 1 a game. Mostly in basketball. You can stop, tie your shoe 1 time. Next time you do a technical foul. I'm sorry. 1-2 on Liam Forsyth. 387 on the season for the Crabs catcher. Chopper foul back to the screen. Metcalf and Reed to follow him. 3 hits allowed by O'Haron, 4 hits allowed by Miles Standish. Standish with a couple of big strikeouts to round out the third. He has 4 Ks and has not walked anybody. O'Haron with 8 strikeouts. He has walked 2. Hit sharply out to the left to shortstop. Story scoops it up across the diamond and gets him at first base. Smooth play by Zach Story at shortstop. And with 1 out, Tate Metcalf is the hitter. Medikoff struck out his first time up out of Santa Clara University, hitting at .316 on the year with 3 RBI and 3 runs scored. 1 for 8 in the series against the Prune Packers. Healdsburg took 2 out of 3 against the Crabs up in Healdsburg. Medikoff swings and misses it when it goes back to the backstop. Adam Paniagua is behind the plate for the Potters. Ryan Lee at third, Story at short. Tristan Russell at second, and Ty McGraw at first. Ethan Liao in right, Brian Williams Jr. in center, and Tyler Russell in left. Swung on and fouled into the catcher's glove, so it's 0-2 on Tate Medikoff. There's a man after your own heart, Riley. Fastball outside. Comes up with 2 hot dogs. Not for anybody else, just takes the 2 hot dogs for himself, which you can identify with. Two and two. Inside ball 3. A little bit low as well, so full count after being down 0-2 for Medikoff. 1 out here in the 4th. And ball 4. Medikoff with a good at bat. Works the walk. Third one issued by Torrin O'Haron. And with 1 out, Timmy Reed is the hitter. Reed, the Doolin Dogs batter, came in and singled in the 2nd inning, so he disappointed all the Potter fans, all the thirsty ones anyway, as Nate Kajowski, the pitching coach, goes out to talk with Torrin O'Haron. We talked about Eli Garcia, the manager of the Potters, assistant coaches Tyler Malone and Casey DeMello, and Kajowski, the pitching coach. Hank Forte is the baseball ops man, and Shine Varga, our trainer. Reed singled the last time up, 152 on the season coming in. Does have 5 runs batted in. He does have 8 runs scored. You know, Umpire's like, you guys getting together, it's cool. I approve of it. I like the communication, but let's break it up. And with 1 out, they'll do just that. As Reed comes in, if he strikes out, Dueling Dogs is a half off down at the Brick and Barrel backyard down the first base line. You're already getting $4 off Farmers, though, so, count your blessings anyway. Russell Pettis is one of the guys warming up. He is, it looks like Dawson Raddick throwing. Very distinctive pitching style for the right-hander. Swing and a miss by Timmy Reed. 0-1. Tim Reed, also the guy who was on WKRP in Cincinnati. Not as long ago as Miles Standish, but it's back there. Misses outside with the fastball. 1-1. Medikoff with a very short lead over at first base with 1 out here in the 4th. Just getting started on a 3-game series between the Potters and the legendary Humboldt Crabs. Reed fouls it off back to the screen, and it's 1-2. So 2/3 of the way, Willie, time to bring out the big dogs. Come on, bring out the big ones. There you go. There you go. I think that's Sonic, the patrol dog that was here a couple weeks ago or last week. I wish Jordan was here that day so Sonic could have taken a chunk out of him. But maybe next year. And he takes ball 2. 2-2. Outfield, a little bit over to the left for Timmy Reed as time is called. That's a pretty scathing burn, yelling to the umpire, you need glasses. That's a good one. I like it. Foul back to the screen. Dangerously close to the Riley camera, I call it. I'm waiting for the heckler to get involved down there. The guy heckled me when I was filling out the auction sheet to try to pick up a jersey on Hispanic Heritage Night. He's got to heckle the umpire. He's going to heckle me. Ball 3. So a pitch away from 2 on and 1 out. And we are full at 3-2. Michael Peraza, the shortstop, the number 9 hitter on deck. Reed slices it foul down the left field line over toward the grassy knoll area. Probably going to clear that out into the park proper over there at McBean. I haven't been east of where we are right now in the park for a while because they took out the skateboard park, I was told, and it really made me sad. Check swing, and it's outside. Second base on balls in a row. 4th issued by Torrin O'Haron. And with 2 on and 1 out, we're going to get a pitching change as Eli Garcia comes out to the mound. And we will be back with a new pitcher right after this short break. Potters trailing 1-0.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
So many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems, EV charging, document management, and more. Join the ever-growing list of local businesses and win.
Coming back in the top of the 4th inning, 2 Crabs on base, 1 Crab retired, and a new pitcher is Dawson Raddick, making his 9th appearance, 10 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 1 earned run, 6 walks, 13 strikeouts. He has a save, and he has an 0.84 ERA. He's out of Gretna, Nebraska, which is a very small place in Nebraska. And that's all I got for you. The Submariner delivers a strike to Michael Peraza, the shortstop. He got a base on balls his first time up. Hitting .343 coming in for the Crabs. That's a swing and a miss again. Peraza from Sac State University, or CSUS as some call it. Quickly 0-2 with the top of the order and Keenan Morris waiting. Just misses outside. Had Peraza looking at it. He falls it all the way into the glove. Riley, I have to laugh. Riley drops stuff all the time. He always has the little binocular thing that we check out on the bullpen. Drops that regularly. He just dropped a baseball on the ground. Swing and a miss. Raddick gets the big strikeout of Peraza for the second out in the inning, and will bring up Keenan Morris, who walked and struck out against Torrin O'Haron, the Santa Rosa Junior College product, hitting .364 on the season, or on the summer, I should say. 4 for 12 in the 3-game series against the Prune Packers up in Healdsburg. A dangerous hitter from the left side with 2 outs and 2 on. Medikoff at second, Timmy Reed over at first. Slice foul down the left field line and over to the grassy knoll area. Takes one bounce. Nicely handled out there by a young fan. And it's 0-1. Jacob Pappas follows Keenan Morris. That's line down the left field line. It's slicing. It's foul into the bullpen. That would have been trouble for the Potters had that landed fair, as it was slicing into that corner, and the runners with 2 outs probably would have both scored easily. But it's 0-2. On the Crabs leadoff man, Keenan Morris. Outside corner, just missed it. 1-2. Reed with a big lead at first in case there is a base hit. Morris lines it into center field. That is a base hit. Here comes Medikoff around third. Williams' throw is going to be cut off to keep Reed at second. It's an RBI single by Morris, and the Crabs now on top 2-0. Reed stops at second, first hit of the inning. Second run, that'll be charged to Torrin O'Haron. Here's Jacob Pappas, who has 2 strikeouts against O'Haron, hitting .419 on the summer. Grounds one foul over by the Crabs dugout. So the Crabs with 1 in the first and 1 here in the top of the 4th. A 2-out single for the second time. Both of their runs coming on 2-out RBI singles. First by Enyard in the first, and that one by Morris here in the 4th. Pappas is up here with Reed at second and Morris over at first. That's inside. 1-1. Great crowd out here on a Friday night, kicking off this 3-game series against the Crabs. So far, the Crabs acquitting themselves quite well as they lead it 2-0. That is outside. 2-1 now is Cameron Sewell on deck. Sewell hitting .439 coming in. But is 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a ground out. That one's fouled out of play. 2-2 now on Jacob Pappas from Fresno State University. Lines it foul over by the Potters dugout. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Ball 3. Swing and a miss. Took something off and got Pappas on strikes. But the Crabs score another run. We go to the bottom of inning number 4. It's Humboldt 2 and Lincoln nothing.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities. An amazing team helped us keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members.
Bottom of the 4th for the Potters, looking up at a 2-0 deficit. Ty McGraw, Adam Peniagua, and Tristan Russell will be the first 3 hitters against Miles Standish. And a check swing is a foul ball for McGraw. Standish with 4 strikeouts. He's allowed 4 hits over 3 innings, no runs. 2 of those hits infield variety, and one of them was a sun-aided double by Ty McGraw in his first appearance. No such luck now as the sun is pretty much gone, as that one's hitting the same spot. Giving chase over there is Pappas, and it's a foul ball. Hit very far down that left field line. It's only 315, and we've seen Ty McGraw hit it out of there down the left field line before. And that one just kept on going, but it was also going foul. Quickly 0-2 on Ty. 475 on the season with a pair of home runs, 24 runs batted in. Strike 3 call, and he is out on strikes. 3rd strike Potter to strike out looking, as Liao and Williams ended up the 3rd inning with looking at 3rd strikes of their own. 5th strikeout for Standish, and Adam Peniagua will be the hitter. Singled his first time up the middle, was knocked down by Peraza, which was a key play. It kept McGraw at 3rd, and Peniagua takes a strike on the outside corner. Adam, 421 so far, just joined the team a little while ago, already has a grand slam home run. Hits a chopper slowly out towards second. Sewell comes on, throws to first, and gets the out. So 2 quick outs here in the 4th for the Potters, and Tristan Russell, who was called out on strikes his first time up, as he got the count to 3-0 and then had 2 pitches that looked to everybody involved like they were balls. They were both called strikes, and then the 3rd one came down the middle and he was rung up. 396 coming in for Tristan Russell out of Cypress, Texas. He leads the team with 3 home runs. He has 28 runs batted in and 18 runs scored. Hitting right-handed off the left-hander Standish, 2 of his 3 home runs from the right side. Nice breaking pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Ryan Lee to follow if Tristan can get something started here against Standish. No activity yet in the bullpen, as Standish has thrown 16 innings already this season. He is 2-0. I don't know if that's 2 starts or 3 starts. That's ball down low. 10 hits, 3 runs, 22 strikeouts, and 5 walks. And he has an additional 5 strikeouts with no base on balls so far here tonight. Misses outside with that one, 2-1. That is ball 3. Fouled out of play, 3-2. Torna Heron's final line for the Potters, 3 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. He is the pitcher of record right now as the Potters trail it 2-0 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Hit sharply back up the middle. Sewell with a diving play, throws to first, not in time. Tremendous play by Cameron Sewell up the middle. His throw to first, had it been a little lower, would have really been close. He pulled Medikov off the bag. It's another infield hit for the Potters, and here's Ryan Lee, who got an infield hit his first time up on a ground ball into the hole at short. Sewell with a tremendous play right there, got himself up, almost got Russell, who runs very well at first base. Ryan Lee out of Sunnyvale, California, and UC Davis. A lot of UC Davis products on both sides tonight. Russell a threat to go. Lee check swing, did he go? He did not, according to the first base umpire, which is good enough for me. 1 ball and no strikes. Lee swings and misses off speed pitch. 1-1. Great night for baseball out here, as all of them have been so far. Not supposed to have too warm of temperatures over the weekend here, and then it warms up next week. Lee takes a high fastball outside as well, 2-1. Zach Story to follow Ryan Lee. Lee takes high and outside again, 3-1. Danish, as we said, no base on balls. Just 5 through the first 16 innings, so make that 5 through the first 19 2/3. A 3-ball, 1-strike count now on Ryan Lee. Swings and misses, fouls it into the catcher's glove, 3-2. He got one that looked like he wanted, and just didn't quite get it where he wanted to get it. So it's a full count. Russell will be going with 2 outs. High in the air to left field and well hit. Going back is Pappas. He's at the fence. He watches it go. Ryan Lee ties the game. It's now 2-2. Ryan Lee got all of that one into left field. Doubled his RBI total to 4. Looks like 370 feet. 102 off the bat for Ryan Lee. And he has tied the game right just like that. Just that quickly, an infield single and a home run. And we're tied at 2, and here's Zach Story. And he takes a strike. So Lee got ahead in the count. Got one he looked like he wanted to take care of and couldn't do it. That is a ball. 370, 102 off the bat. I think that's the tied for the 3rd longest home run of the season. Sharply hit down to third. Nice play at third base by Morris. He gets up, he throws across the diamond and gets him at first. Excellent play by Keenan Morris at third, but the Potters strike on the Lee 2-run homer. We go to the 5th, all tied at 2.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Sorry, everyone. I was negotiating with Willie Preston because it's the first batter in the fifth inning is the Farmers' fifth inning. If he is retired in any way, shape, or form, it's half off on Farmers. And I was talking to Willie to clarify, it's already $4 off Farmers today. So basically, and I can't say this, basically if he gets out, it's free. I mean, Riley, are you with me? Or let's say $2. $2 beer. At home, you can go ahead and give yourself a $2 beer. Braden Sharp, I should mention, is the new pitcher, the youngster who just showed up and played his first game yesterday, is coming to us from the Woodlands in Texas, but also the University of Tennessee, and he throws one by Cameron Sewell. 0-1. Swings and misses 0-2. Sewell has struck out and then hit a bullet back off Torrin O'Haron that O'Haron chased down and got Sewell by half a step at first base. So Cameron just missed a hit. He also just missed a great play against Russell in the bottom of the fourth and takes the ball. And according to my Humboldt Crabs roster and little nuggets of information, Cameron Sewell from Medford, Oregon, and he's into hiking and fishing and is almost a professional pickleball player. That is down low for a ball. Riley, did you drop something again? Okay, good. I didn't hear a clump on the floor. He was in 45 games in his first season at Sac State at very respectable 233 with a pair of home runs. So good future for Cameron over at Sac State. Takes high for a ball. So he was down 0-2. Now it's 3-2. Professional pickleball player. Young people aren't supposed to play that. Us old people can't win if he's a pickleball player. Hit sharply out to second base. Scooped up by Russell over to first, and there you go. Farmers beer is unofficially just $2 down at the Brick and Barrel backyard. So Sewell is retired. Adam Enyart will be the batter. Adam out of St. Mary's had the RBI single back in the first inning. Then he struck out looking in the third. Oh, got some information about him, too. I love this website, or this roster. Came out of Stockdale High in Bakersfield. Two starts on the mound for St. Mary's last year. 2-2 record. 4 strikeouts in 3 innings and a win over the Air Force. Well done, Adam. 6'3", 225, and he'll take a strike. He is DHing here today, but obviously a pitcher at St. Mary's. Swing and a miss. Paniagua has got to chase it down. He throws it to first for the out. 2 outs here in the fifth inning as Sharp gets his first strikeout. And Tyler Howard, who struck out twice, will be the hitter. That is the 11th strikeout for Potter's pitcher so far in 4 2/3 innings. Riley, you're throwing that baseball up in the air, and you're going to drop it again. I know you are. Fastball is in there for a strike. That's an 89 from Braden Sharp. 6'2", 180 out of the Woodlands in Texas, also the home of Connor Doucette. Fouled off. He's a redshirt freshman at Tennessee. And he's got a no ball, 2-strike count on Tyler Howard, who comes out of UC Davis. Fastball misses, 1-2. Just a little bit too low on that one from Sharp. Liam Forsyth will follow Tyler Howard. Swings and misses, and Braden Sharp gets a couple of strikeouts in the ground out in his first inning. The Potters go to the bottom of the fifth. We're all tied at 2.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
Bottom of inning number 5, we've got Quentin Marsh coming to the plate for his second appearance. He grounded to third back in the second inning. Miles Standish, the left-hander, still out on the mound. He's given up 5 hits. Make that 6 hits. And 2 runs in the first 4 innings and struck out 5. Marsh, then Ty Russell and Ethan Liao, 8-9-1 for the Potters, as they scored twice in the fourth on the Ryan Lee home run to tie this game at 2. Marsh takes inside. So it's quickly 3-0 on Quentin. We're in number 2. And that is a strike. 3-1. Potters with their Hispanic Heritage Night jerseys on. Wonder how my bid is doing. Marsh takes outside. He'll get the base on balls. First walk issued by Miles Standish. And that'll bring up Ty Russell, who had an infield single his first time up. He'll check on down to the third base coach, see what the strategy is as Ethan Liao comes out on deck with the top of the order. Tyler Russell from Queen Creek, Arizona, in the University of Arizona. Morris thinking maybe there's a bunt, but there's no bunt on yet. It's a strike on the inside corner. 0-1 on Ty Russell. Out in left field for the Potters tonight. Working on a 14-game win streak are the Potters. Russell shows bunts at that one, but fouls it off. Most important of those 14, of course, was the PEL opener on Wednesday at Solano when they beat the Mudcats 17-5. Braden Sharp, who just came on the pitch, had a home run in that game, as did Ethan Liao, who's in the on-deck circle, and Brian Williams Jr., who follows Ethan. Ty McGraw had 3 hits. Brett Griffiths had 3 hits in that game. Sharply hit up the middle, second base. Sewell is going to step on the bag, throw to first, and a nice play by Cameron Sewell at second base. And the Potters into their second double play of the evening. And just like that, nobody on and 2 outs. And Ethan Leo, who was struck out twice, and this one comes to the plate. Out of Dublin, California, comes in at .317 with a home run, which he got on Wednesday. 13 RBI, 14 runs scored. The line drive into right center field. That's down for a base hit. Scooped up by Timmy Reed out in center field, but Ethan has his first hit of the game. That's hit number 7 for the Potters. And here comes Brian Williams Jr. Flied to center his first time up, then took a call third strike back in the third, so he is 0 for 2. Comes in at .442 and red hot with 4 hits on Wednesday, including a home run, and he drove in 5, giving him 9 for the season. Takes in there for a strike. Ty McGraw would follow. There goes the runner. The throw to second base is on a hop and into center field, but backed up by Peraza. It's a stolen base for Leo. Believe it was strike 2, though, on Brian Williams Jr., so it's 0-2 on the Potters center fielder. The throw from Forsythe was a one-hopper. Trying to scoop it up at second base was Sewell, and Peraza with a good backup to keep Leo from advancing. That's in the dirt. Nice block behind the plate by Forsythe to keep Leo at second base. 1-2. Miles Standish has gone all the way for the Humboldt Crabs. Williams fouls that one away. They do have activity in their bullpen now, though. And Standish's pitch count getting up there a little bit. Again, he's thrown 16 innings on the season. This is probably, I think this is the 13th or 14th game for the Humboldt Crabs. Williams, a little blooper out in the right field, coming on the right fielder, and that's Howard, and he'll make the catch for the third out. So Potters get a runner to second, no further. We go to the 6, Potters 2, and the Crabs 2.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Top of inning number 6, it'll be Liam Forsyth, Tate Metcalf, and Timmy Reed against Braden Sharp, the third Potters pitcher. He came on in the 5th inning, retired the side 1-2-3 with a couple of strikeouts. Liam Forsyth to Southeast Missouri State out of Chabot College, originally from Hayward, California, attended Bishop O'Dowd High School, and according to this, played water polo, which is pretty cool. We like water polo. Don't understand much of it, but like it. Forsyth has singled and grounded to short in 2 appearances. Comes in at 387 and swings and misses at that one at 0-2. Torno Heron started, went 3 1/3 innings, gave up 3 hits and 2 runs, struck out 8 but walked 4. Then Raddick, 2/3 of an inning, a hit and struck out 2. And Sharp pitched the 5th, and he's now 0-2 on Forsyth to start the 6th. And there is ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes. Lifts one, foul territory. McGraw chasing it over by the dugout, and he makes the catch for the out. Ty McGraw with a good play at first base in that part where no one could see exactly what's going on, but Forsyth is retired, and with 1 out, Tate Metcalf is the hitter. He has struck out and walked. He has scored a run that was back in the 4th inning. And I will go to the roster and see if I can find anything out about Tate. Unfortunately, I can't. 6'3", 220 pounds, Santa Clara University. High fastball, 1-0. He didn't fill out his form yet to get onto the roster, but I found it very helpful. And the website is, I tip my cap to the website that has that kind of information on it. 2-0 to Metcalf. Batting .316 on the summer. And 0 for 1 today with the run scored. Swings and misses at that one. It's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 6th inning. Chopped down the first baseline and foul. Pitch on the outside corner. A little bit outside the outside corner. Like Drew Kirby, the big right-hander, is warming up for the Potters. Out of Cookeville, Tennessee. A lot of people from Cookeville, Tennessee. If he comes in, I'll have to go find my list again. It's in the dirt, 3-2. Braden Sharp, as we said, the Woodlands, Texas, and the University of Tennessee, the Volunteers. We used to have an intern, Dylan, who was a big Tennessee. He went to Tennessee. Check swing, and he didn't go, ball 4. Great thing about Dylan is you could say anything about anything at Tennessee, whether it was the women's water polo team is on the slump, the cross-country team doesn't look that good this year, he would go off the handle. He would give you chapter and verse why it's the best water polo team they've ever had, or why they have 2 of the best runners in the world. He loved his Tennessee sports, and he knew a lot about them. But, man, he was a little easy to poke the bear on that. So here's Timmy Reed, who so far has spoiled everybody because he's the Dueling Dogs batter. So if he strikes out, it's half off Dueling Dogs, and he's got a single and a walk. So not cooperating right now, from our standpoint anyway. Timmy wearing number 3 out in center field for the Crabs, and he takes the strike. 5'9", 175, first year with the Humboldt Crabs. The freshman out at University of San Francisco. All right. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Timmy Reed. Now, He's one strike away, and we've been here before with Timmy Reed, and he's ruined us. He's disappointed us. He's frustrated us. More importantly, it's a tie game, and he's a big out here in the 6th inning for Braden Sharp with Medikoff at first. And he'll go to first, and Medikoff, luckily for him, was not off very far. I will say Medikoff was not off at first base. And he is back easily as the Dueling Dogs soundtrack starts to get to the crescendo level here. Swing and a miss. He got it's still out. As the ball dropped, I thought he might have fouled it off, but no, he struck him out. So there is half off Dueling Dogs. As the strikeout is Braden Sharp's third, and Michael Perazzo is the scheduled hitter here, the shortstop, with Medikoff still at first base. Perazzo out of Sac State has struck out and walked so far today. Comes in at 343. Medikoff still over at first base. Swing and a miss, and a ball in the dirt. Planick gets it, throws it down to second base. If they can handle the throw, they could not. Had an easy tag out there. The ball in the dirt to the right side of the shortstop, Story, and it goes into center field. It is a strike. Michael Bruzzo's father played baseball at USF, so coming from the baseball family. Takes what I thought was a strike. It's called the ball. A little bit outside, 1-1. Also played a varsity season of football and basketball in high school. And he'll take a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the shortstop, batting in the number 9 spot for the Humboldt Crabs. Second base is Medikoff. He's already scored once tonight. Chopper down to first. McGraw plays it back, flips it to Sharp, covering, and that's the out at first base. So the Potters retire the Crabs in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of inning number 6. We're all tied at 2.
Astro Air Design Incorporated.
Bottom of inning number 6. It's still Miles Standish on the mound for the Humboldt Crabs. He's thrown 5 innings, given up 7 hits and 2 runs. He has struck out 5 and walked 1, and he'll face Ty McGraw, who has a double and a strikeout so far tonight for the left-hand hitting first baseman out of Gardendale, Alabama. Nice breaking pitch, comes over the inside corner for a call strike. 0-1 on Ty. 475 coming in, 3 hits the other night against the Mudcats. 2 home runs, 24 RBI. Hit well to center field. Going back is Reed. He's got room, it looks like, at the base of the fence and makes the play. So Ty McGraw hits it anywhere else but dead center. That one is way out of here, but it ends up in the glove of Timmy Reed in center field for the first out in the 6th. And Adam Peniagua will come to the plate. A single and a ground out for Adam. Out of Regis University in Denver, Phoenix, Arizona, the hometown for Adam Peniagua. Led Division II in home runs this past year at Regis. And it's 1 ball in, no strikes on the Potters catcher. Has 1 home run his time here. Takes a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. That one is outside, 2-1. Standish with a very easy delivery from the left side. I think we think it was Max Ippensteel warming up in the pen. Peniagua swings and misses, 2-2. 87 from Standish, who's been about 88 was his top earlier in the game, so still bringing it up there pretty good here in the 6th inning. A breaking ball down in the dirt. And it'll run the count to 2-2 on Peniagua. 27 home runs, 100 runs batted in for Regis University this year. Astonishing numbers for Adam Peniagua. Now looking to do the same for the Potters. Skied out here to right field and out of play. Potters warming up a right-hander down in their pen as Braden Sharp has thrown 2 very good innings in his pitching debut. Peniagua takes outside. Said 2-2 on the scoreboard. Riley had it right at 3-2, and Peniagua gets the base on balls. The second walk issued by Miles Standish. And that brings up Tristan Russell. Hitting from the right side, he took a call, 3rd strike in the 1st, an infield single in the 4th. Cameron Sewell with a tremendous play up the middle, almost got him at first base. But Russell reached with 2 outs, and then it was backed up by the 2-run home run by Ryan Lee. So a key play in this game. Peniagua with a very short lead at first base. Russell swings and misses. 2 of his 3 home runs from the right side for Tristan Russell out of Cypress, Texas. Looks like Drew Kirby, as we said before. Drew Kirby is back up and back throwing. That one's hit well to left field. Pappas moves over, comes in on it now, makes a diving try. Did he get the catch? Yes, he did. What a play by Pappas in left field on a ball that was dying quickly. And Pappas comes in, makes the diving play, and robs Russell of a base hit. So here's our 3rd baseman, Ryan Lee, who's singled in the 2nd inning. They hit a 2-run home run in the 4th inning, accounting for the 2 Potters runs. 0 for 5 on Wednesday, but came out big here with 2 for 2 already. Lifts that one foul. 2 are right, so it's 0-1 on the product of Sunnyvale, California, and UC Davis. Hit a 370-foot home run his last time at the plate off Miles Standish. Takes that one outside. Great job by Forsyth back there trying to frame that into a strike, but the call is made and the call is correct. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one catches the outside corner with that breaking ball right in the back door over there, so it's 1-2. Right on the corner there. And Ryan Lee is in the hole at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And it's 2-2. Another short lead by Peniagua. Lee swings and misses. He's down on strikes. Potters leave 1 in the 6th. We go to the 7th. We're all tied at 2.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
Top of inning number 7, the top of the order for the Crabs, Keenan Morris and Jacob Pappas and Cameron Sewell, and they will go up against a new pitcher. His name is Drew Kirby. He is out of Cookeville, Tennessee, and the University of Louisiana Lafayette, and he is making his 6th appearance. 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, a save, and a 1.80 ERA for Mr. Kirby. And Morris has a strikeout, he has a walk, and he has an RBI single so far. And Paniagua is going to go out and talk with Drew Kirby and make sure they got their signal straight. Keenan Morris from Santa Rosa Junior College comes in at 364, is 1 for 2 with an RBI. That's his 6th run batted of the season. 4 for 12 in the recent series against the Prune Packers. Healdsburg took 2 out of 3 from the Crabs. The Crabs grabbed 1 in Healdsburg. That's not an easy feat. Morris, Pappas, and Sewell here in the 7th. O'Haron, Raddick, and Sharp preceded Drew Kirby. Check swing, foul. O'Haron went 3 1/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. Then Dawson Raddick, just 2/3 of an inning, he gave up 1 hit and struck out 2. Braden Sharp was very effective. 2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Potters pitchers have struck out 13 so far tonight. And we are tied at 2 in the 7th. In the first of 3 between the Potters and the Humboldt Crabs. Fastball's a little bit too low, so it's 1-1. 92 from Drew Kirby. He's a big fella, 6'6", 200 pounds. That's a fastball poured in there, but called the ball. So it's 2-1, a little bit low from Drew Kirby to the left-hand hitting Keenan Morris. One in the first, 1 in the 4th for the Humboldt Crabs. Fouled out of play. Potters with both of their runs in the 4th inning as well, and that was on the Ryan Lee 2-run home run. Morris steps in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 7:05 tomorrow, Piper's birthday. What a day. What a beautiful day for everyone. Chopper up the middle, right at Russell. Tristan to first for the out. So 1 down here in the 7th, and Jacob Pappas will be the hitter. He has struck out all 3 times for the left fielder. He did make a beautiful catch in left field in the bottom of the 6th, robbing Tristan Russell of a base hit. Came in at .419 on the season with 5 RBI and 7 runs scored. Hits it foul over toward his own dugout. Oh and 1. Jacob out of Fresno State University. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch by Kirby. In there for a strike, 82 miles an hour, and just had a lot of movement on that baby. And it's 0-2 on Pappas. Cameron Sewell, the number 3 hitter on deck. That is called strike 3. Perfect pitch by Drew Kirby. Pappas is out on strikes. 2 outs, and Cameron Sewell will be the hitter. He has struck out, grounded out, and grounded out. But he's got home run power with a pair of home runs on the season and 12 runs batted in, and an impressive .439 batting average. That is strikeout number 14 for Potter's pitchers tonight. And the first pitch is outside and a little bit too low, so it's 1-0 on Sewell. Adam Enyart to follow. Sewell, the only guy in the starting lineup, it looks like, with a home run on the season, and he has a pair of them. 6 for 11 in the series against the Prune Packers just concluded. Takes a ball outside, 2-0.
Is the 00 by chance? That one's going to Michelle.
Oh,
okay.
2-0 pitch is fouled off by Sewell. Two and 1 now on Cameron, who's made a couple of really nice plays out at second base, turned to double play. One play didn't get Tristan Russell at first, but tremendous try. Moves back on that one, and it's just a little inside. 3-1, didn't miss by much. So I believe we talked about he had 45 games played for Sac State this year, just 2 errors at second base in those 45 games. So a tremendous fielding percentage as well, and we saw how much range he has at second base tonight. 3 balls, 1 strike on the left-hander. Swings and misses. Kirby throws it by him for 3-2. 91 from Drew Kirby. (3-2) coming up. Swing and a miss. Soft speed pitch. Kirby gets the strikeout. He strikes out 2 in his inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Potter fans got to stretch and push their team ahead. We're all tied at 2.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
Many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems, EV charging, document management, and more. Join the ever-growing list of local businesses and win with Wizix, the largest independent provider in the Valley. Wizix, office technology made easy.
This job is Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of inning number 7 as Willie tries to give away the 50-50. We'll announce that Max Hippensteel is the new pitcher. We're in number 39. He comes out of UC Davis, making his 3rd appearance of the season. 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, and no strikeouts. He has got a save, and his ERA is 3. So Hippensteel taking over for Miles Standish, who was very impressive. Miles went 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and struck out 6. And just that Ryan Lee 2-run home run was the really big blow. Other than that, most of the hits were of the infield variety or sun-aided or something. So Standish was very good, and Hippensteel delivers a ball. 1-0 as Zach Story will lead us off. He's into a double play and grounded to third. That's line but foul down toward the bullpen area, and the catcher turned around and caught it. Warming up a pitcher, he turns around and makes the play. Isn't there somebody supposed to be protecting him down there? Well, he protected himself. There you go. Ain't that America? 1-1 on Zach Story. Outside with a breaking ball. He's been still at 6 foot out of UC Davis. Three innings, 2 hits, 1 run. And that is in there for a strike. Quentin Marsh follows Story, and then Ty Russell. So it's 7, 8, and 9 for the Potters here as we are in the bottom of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Story is out on strikes for the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. And that'll bring up Quentin Marsh, the DH today. He is grounded to third and walked. Out of Stanford University in San Jose, California. Marsh steps up here. Straight away and deep in the outfield for Quentin, who takes on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Hippensteel at 90 miles an hour right on the dot right there. And Marsh chops away at that one, fouls it back to the screen to our left. It's quickly 0-2. So just Standish with 6 innings, and now Hippensteel for the Humboldt Crabs. Marsh swings and misses on a ball tailing away, and that's 2 straight strikeouts for Max Hippensteel. And he'll face Ty Russell now, who was singled and hit into a double play. Tyler out of Queen Creek, Arizona, coming up here with two outs and nobody on. Look out, Ty Russell. That one up and at him. 1 ball and no strikes. Top of the order is Ethan Liao. He is on deck. Swing and a miss. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. That one misses, so it's 2-1. Just a little bit too low on that off-speed pitch from Max Hippensteel. Swing and a miss again, so it's 2-2. And for a guy who, according to my stats here, didn't have any strikeouts coming in 3 innings, he has looked pretty good to the first 3 hitters he's faced, or 2 2/3 hitters anyway. And that's a call, strike 3, and he strikes out the side. So the Potters go down 1-2-3 in the 7th. We'll move to the top of the 8th. It's the Crabs 2 and the Potters 2.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Top of inning number 8 from McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low, Riley the engineer with you. 2-2 is our score, and Gerald Hansen is our pitcher. Coming on, the left-hander out of Roseville will face Adam Enyart, Tyler Howard, and Liam Forsyth, 4, 5, and 6 for the Crabs. Hansen making his 3rd appearance of the season. Delivers a strike on the first pitch. He is given 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 2 strikeouts and a walk. He's got a win, so he's 1-0 on the season. And he'll face Enyart, who was struck out twice in an RBI single. Swings and misses at that one. 86 from Gerald Hansen. 0-2 now on Adam Enyart. Comes to us from St. Mary's College, where he was doing some pitching last season. 2-2 on the mound. Swings and misses. Hansen gets the strikeout. Enyart is out for the first down. That'll bring up Tyler Howard, who struck out 3 times today. That is the 16th strikeout for Potter's pitchers through 7 1/3 innings. They've allowed just 4 hits, but a couple of key 2-out RBI singles, one by Enyart and one by Keenan Morris in the 1st and 4th inning, have accounted for the 2 runs for the Crabs. Swing and a miss by Tyler Howard out of UC Davis. 5 for 7 coming in tonight, but 0 for 3 tonight with the 3 strikeouts. Does have 3 runs batted in limited duty. for the Crabs. That's in the dirt, so it's 1-1. O'Haron started, went 3 1/3. Then Dawson Raddick cleaned up the 4th inning for him. He went 2/3. Braden Sharp 2 innings. Drew Kirby 1 inning, and now Gerald Hansen. There's a chopper down at third. That's going to be a fair ball. Tough play, and I don't think he got him. He did not at first base. Ryan Lee tried. He was thought about letting it go foul, but he couldn't take a chance. And it's an infield single for Tyler Howard. First hit since the 4th inning for the Crabs. Then it'll bring up Liam Forsythe, who has a hit in the game. And he has singled back in the 2nd. He grounded to short in the 4th, and he popped out in the 6th. Forsythe at 387 coming in. Evan Williams stretching it out. I imagine Eli would want to keep Evan for the 9th inning. As Hansen delivers low and inside to Liam Forsythe. Tate Metcalf on deck. 5th hit of the game for the Crabs is an infield single from Tyler Howard. And now 1-0 on Forsythe out of Southeast Missouri State. And he takes inside. They got a runner off, and the throw to second base by Paniagua, and the tag is applied. And that is a big put out for the Potters. Howard I think he thought the ball got away, and Paniagua tracked it down, gunned it down to second. The tag applied easily, and 2 outs here in the 8th. Big play right there as the pitch was a ball, so now it's 2-0 on Liam Forsythe. Paniagua almost threw it to first, and that might have given him a chance, given Howard a chance to get to second, but he held on to it and made the perfect throw. 2-0 is hit foul at the plate, so it's 2-1 on Forsythe. Liam wearing number 5 for the Crabs with their, again, not camouflage jerseys, but Riley, you have not really come up with a good explanation for me. Okay, we'll go with it. Again, put next to the Potters' very bright, colorful Hispanic Heritage Night jerseys, they look a little bit different than they would on a normal field, I think. That's a tough one to go against, that Potters jersey. A little TV test pattern action right there, if you remember those, which probably most people don't. But we started off with Miles Standish, so what are you going to do? 2-1 coming from Gerald. Line down the left field line, but it's curving, and it is foul. That was the drive that looked pretty good, and then all of a sudden starts hooking and ends up in the deep rough on the left side of the fairway. Going to have to hack out of there and try to get it up and down for the par. That's a tough play. I would never be able to do it. No home runs for Liam Forsythe. 7 runs batted in, 6 runs scored for the catcher. Again, Southeast Missouri State, which I hope is in Southeast Missouri, because it would be very inappropriate if it wasn't. But you never know. Gerald Hansen from Northeast Kentucky. Fastball, beautiful pitch. Outside for a ball. Hansen is from, more accurately, Northern Kentucky University. The Vikings, I think we discovered, which we thought was inappropriate. Unless maybe there was a Viking on a scouting trip early on or something. Came all the way down from Greenland or somewhere. I mean, it's a little bit hazy on the geography there. Full count to Forsythe with Metcalf to follow. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. 2 strikeouts for Hansen, 17 for Potters pitchers. We're to the bottom of the 8th, though. It's Crabs 2, Potters 2.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
Bottom of the 8th inning.
Let's see. Is she flying? Okay, yeah, she's halfway down.
Strike call on Ethan Leal. Willie, I just told her if the Potters win, she moves up to number 1, so I can't knock her down now. I mean, she twisted it around. Riley, would you stop dropping things? There's a slow chopper out toward third. Morris has it on the run over to first and gets him by half step. So Leal is retired from Morris to first. First out in the bottom of the 8th, and Brian Williams is the batter. 4 batters in a row retired by Max Hippensteel. First one that wasn't by a strikeout. And Brian Williams, who was flied to center, struck out and flied to right, will be our hitter. Ty McGraw to follow, and then Adam Paniagua. As the Potters and Crabs tied at 2. There's a chopper down to third. Short hop by Morris, makes the play, throws it to first. Did he stay on the bag? Yes, he did. That was do or die from Morris at third. He just made the swipe and made the play. So 2 outs quickly here in the 8th. And Ty McGraw, the hitter, he has doubled, struck out, and flied to center. McGraw, 475 coming in. He's 1 for 3. He was 3 for 4 in the game on Wednesday, the win over Solano. And is in there for a strike. 0-1. McGraw lines one out to left field. That's going to get down in front of Pappas for a base hit. Ty's second hit of the day, both to left field. He is 2 for 4. That's the 8th hit for the Potters, the first one off of Max Hippensteel, and that brings up Adam Paniagua. Potters scored both of their runs with 2 outs, and the Crabs scored both of theirs with 2 outs. Potters have 2 outs right now, and Paniagua coming up to the plate. He is singled, walked, and grounded to second. Takes a fastball. It's outside. 1 ball and no strikes on Adam out of Phoenix, Arizona. Check swing on the breaking ball, holds off, and it's down low. Tristan Russell on deck. Fouls that one back to the screen. straight back. 2 balls and 1 strike on Adam Paniagua. Crabs will have 7, 8, and 9 up in the top of the 9th. That'll be Medikoff, Reed, and Perazo against, we think, Evan Williams, but we'll see. Paniagua fouls that one out of play, so quickly gets back to 2-2, does Hippensteel. Thanks again to the Griffiths and Nana Pam for dishing up these ginger molasses cookies. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Just incredible. That is down low for a ball, 3-2. And you're right, Riley. The ginger does have packs a punch. In fact, how did you go from jalapeno on a pizza to having a ginger molasses cookie with a little punch? Was it an easy transition for you? Or were you just dropping things so much you didn't even notice? It was not an easy transition. 3-2, so McGraw will be going. And that's inside, ball 4. So the Potters put 2 on with 2 out, and here's Tristan Russell, who was struck out, singled, and flied to left. The fly to left was a tremendous play by Jacob Pappas out there, a diving catch, and there's going to be a meeting at the mound with the Crabs. We have a guy warming up now, but he's heating up pretty quickly, so I don't think he's ready. And Hippensteel really doesn't show any signs of weakness. He gave up a hit and a walk, but he's retired the first 5. So it's a quick conversation at the mound, a quick conclave, if you will, joined by Liam Forsythe, the catcher. So to make sure that they are on the same page, he and Hippensteel. Here's Russell, who leads the Potters with 3 home runs. He leads the Potters with 28 runs batted in. Took a call, 3rd strike in the 1st inning, then singled in the 4th and was robbed of a single in the 6th. Batting from the left side this time for the first time all night. Swings and misses at an off-speed pitch. 0-1. Russell swings and misses another off-speed pitch. So it's quickly 0-2. Ryan Lee is on deck. His 2-run home run, the only Potter scoring in this one back in the 4th inning. High and inside, moves him off the plate, so it's 1-2. Comes in at 89 from Hippensteel. Max out of UC Davis. Swing and a miss. Got him on 3 off-speed pitches. 4th strikeout for Hippensteel. The Potters get 2 on and don't score. We'll go to the 9th. We're all tied at 2. Riley, can't you see I'm texting? So you're not supposed to start. Evan Williams is on the mound for the Potters. He is the Potters' sixth pitcher of the night, and he is making his 8th appearance, 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, 16 strikeouts and a walk, 3 saves, and a 1.28 ERA. Tate Metcalf is the first hitter against Williams. And he swings and misses. Metcalf has struck out, walked, and walked. Scored a run back in the 4th. A little bender there, was down low, so it's 1-1 on Metcalf. Evan from San Jose, California, and William Jessup University. A little squibber out at right side and out of play. So it's quickly 1-2 on Metcalf. Timmy Reed to follow, then Michael Perasso. 7, 8, and 9 for the Crabs here in the 9th inning against Evan Williams. Fastball, call strike 3. That is strikeout number 18 for the Potters pitchers. They've allowed only 5 hits in the game, but they are tied 2-2, and here's Timmy Reed, who has singled, walked, and struck out. No longer the dueling dogs batter as the beer sales end after the 7th inning, so it's just a matter of trying to get Timmy out of here. As he's only hitting 152 coming in, but he has scored 8 runs on the season. So if he gets on, he gets around. And he's been on twice tonight with a single and a walk. Swings and misses at Evans' first pitch. 88 for Williams. And it's 0-1 on Timmy Reed from University of San Francisco, playing center field for the Crabs tonight. And that is call strike 2. 0-2. Michael Perasso, the shortstop in the on-deck circle. Throws the fastball, but a little bit too high. 1-2. Swing and a miss, fouled in the catcher's glove for the strikeout. Potters pitchers their 19th strikeout in the game. More importantly, 2 outs here in the inning, and Michael Perasso, the next hitter. He has walked, struck out, and grounded to first base. Perasso out of Sacramento State University, hitting from the left side. Swing and a miss, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on Perasso. Keenan Morris in the top of the order, wait on deck for the Humboldt Crabs. 0-2. Potter fans like to get a victory in the first game of this 3-game series. I think this is indicative of the kind of series it's going to be. So it's huge if you can grab this first one. Perasso swings and misses. No, he fouled it off. Pops out of the glove of Paniagua, and he'll get another chance. So Perasso stays alive. Barely, but still alive. That one misses outside, 1-2. Top of the 9th inning, 2-2 tie. Potters and Crabs. Swing and a miss. There, he got him. Williams comes in and strikes out 3. Potters pitchers strike out 20 in 9 innings. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Potters need a hero. Potters need a walk-off. It's 2-2.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not one but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today, or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Bottom of inning number 9, Ryan Lee, the hero of the moment so far, will be our leadoff hitter. He'll go up against Adam Enyart. We talked about Adam. He's the DH, but he's now moved over on the mound out of St. Mary's, 2-2 on the season for the Gales last year. So far this summer, this is his 5th appearance, 6 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 10 strikeouts, 3 walks. And he is 3-0. Swing and a miss. Three wins and no losses. So Enyart against Ryan Lee, who is singled, hit a 2-run homer and struck out. And that's outside for a ball 1-1. Lee's followed by Zach Story and then Quentin Marsh. Lucas said he saw Jake Lavin loosening up with the bat over there, the left-handed hitter, so we might see him if there's a pinch hitting situation. One pitch is ball 2. Also Jason Hansen over there swinging a bat. So Story and then Marsh scheduled for the Potters here. 2-1 fastball is in there for a strike, 2-2. That's 92 from Adam Enyart. Ground ball out towards second base. Sewell has it over to first for the out. So 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 9. And that will bring up Zach Story, the shortstop. Zach is grounded into a double play, grounded to third and struck out. Adam Enyart at 6'3", 225 out on the mound. Breaking balls in the dirt. Liam Forsyth behind the plate for the Crabs. Fastball misses outside, 2-0. 92 again from Adam Enyart. Looks like Jason Hansen is on deck to bat for Quentin Marsh. That is a strike, 2-1. Chopper right back to the mound. Andrew has it. Goes 2/3 of the way over. Underhands it to first for the out. So 2 quick outs here for the Potters in the 9th. And Jason Hansen will come on as a pinch hitter for Quentin Marsh. Take over in the DH spot, no doubt. Marsh was 0 for 2 with a walk. While he was in there, a ground out and a strikeout. So here's Jason Hansen. That one is a call strike on Hansen. Jason at 273 with 6 runs batted in. 16 runs scored for the right-handed hitter out of Roseville and UC Davis. And that is called strike 2. Ty Russell on deck. Fouled off. And you're let that one fly at 94. But he made the groan. He made the grunt, so obviously it was going to be faster because when you grunt, the ball goes faster. I mean, that's a scientific fact. That's hit high and deep to left field. Moving back is Pappas, still going back at the wall, reaches up and makes the catch. So Hansen got the fans out of their seats, but they'll have to sit back down and get ready for the top of the 10th inning. We're going extras, tied at 2.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Top of the 10th inning, and Lucas is right. We got to put the, what do we call him, international runner or ghost runner or something on it. Not a ghost runner because it's an actual person. Put the runner out at second base to start the extra innings, top of the 10th. Keenan Morris is our batter. Michael Perazzo will go out to run at second base. Let's see what Morris is doing here. He's bunting, and he bunts it foul down the third base line. Morris is 1 for 3 with a run scored and a run driven in. He had an RBI single in the fourth after scoring a run in the first. So Perazzo is the runner at second. He was the final out of the top of the 9th for the Humboldt Crabs. Bunts it back to the mound. He's got it, goes to third with it, but the throw is wild. Getting up and going to the plate. Now he's going to hold off as the throw comes through. Good base running right there by Peraza as he was going to be out at the plate. Good backup by Ty Russell. Williams had the play at third and made a poor throw. So it'll be a sacrifice. Fielder's choice. Peraza goes to third base. And that'll bring up Jacob Pappas. So let's see how the Crabs want to play it here with runners at first and third, nobody out in the 10th. And now we're going to get Eli Garcia come out to talk to his pitcher, but probably talk to his entire infield and figure out how they want to play this with first and third and no out, and Pappas at the plate, then Sewell and Enyard to follow him. So Morris popped the bunt out a little bit too hard, a little bit too close to the mound. Williams was all over it, but his throw a little bit too high. Backed up by Russell. As the Potters plot their strategy here, we are in the top of the 10th inning. I want to mention that around the league, it is the Prune Packers beating the West Coast Kings 6-2, and the Medford Rogues top the Solano Mudcats 8-5. So the Prune Packers and Rogues getting wins in tonight's PEL action. The third game obviously right here. And we are tied in the 10th. But the Crabs are threatening here with Pappas, who struck out 4 times at the plate. So I don't know if I think about maybe another bunt here. Let's see how they're going to play it. Chops it out towards second base. Tough play. They're going to go to second, and the throw's thrown into left field. Russell spun around to throw to second. His throw was wild. It'll be an RBI for Pappas. As Peraza scores, Morris ends up at second base. An error on the second baseman. First error for the Potters. And here's Cameron Sewell, who was struck out twice and grounded out twice. But he comes in at 439. Now the Potters have to be aware of a bunt again, but also the number 3 hitter with nobody out and a couple runners on base. And that's a strike. Sewell swings and misses. So it's 0-2 on Cameron Sewell from Sacramento State University. 2 home runs, 12 runs batted in, 12 runs scored for Sewell. Swings and misses. So Williams blows him away with 3 pitches. But now there's 1 out, and Adam Enyard, who was the DH and is now the pitcher, comes on. He has singled and struck out 3 times. Potters pitchers now with 21 strikeouts. That's the 4th for Williams. And that fastball just misses the outside corner. Tyler Howard scheduled next. Enyard 362 on the year. Chopper back to the mound. Williams is going to go to second for 1. The throw to first is in time for the double play. So it could have been a lot worse, but the Crabs do score. We'll go to the bottom of the 10th. Humboldt on top, 3-2.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. A friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
So many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems, EV charging, document management, and more. Join the ever-growing list of local businesses and win with Wizix, the largest independent provider in the Valley. Wizix, office technology made easy.
We are in the bottom of the 10th inning. Our hitter is Ty Russell. Looks like we have Jake Lavin has gone out to run at second base. Hanson made the last out, so that was as the DH. So Lavin will take over for Hanson. If there is a situation, they get to bat again, but let's see what Tyler Russell is going to do. He's showing bunt, and he bunts it right in front of plate. That's a beautiful bunt. Picked up by the catcher, throws to first and gets him. Nice play by Liam Forsythe, as Russell is very fast going down to third. He'll get the sacrifice. He'll move Lavin to third, but really excellent play there. It could have been a lot worse for the Crabs, but Forsythe got out there, called off Enyard, and gunned it down to first base, and here's Ethan Liao. So the Potters squarely putting it in the hands of Liao and Brian Williams now, and they will move the infield in, will the Humboldt Crabs, with Lavin at third base. Liao has struck out twice, singled and grounded to third. Enyard, the third pitcher for the Humboldt Crabs. He's working from the windup here. Liao takes the strike. 6 innings from Miles Standish, then 2 from Hippensteel, and Enyard's in on his second. 94 from Enyard on that one. Liao, 317 with 13 RBIs and a home run. In the dirt, good play by Forsythe, keeping that runner there. 1-1 on Ethan Liao out of Dublin, California, and Gardner-Webb University, home of the Running Bulldogs. Liao takes outside for a ball, 2-1. And you're bringing it in pretty good at 93 and 94 miles an hour. That gets away. Here comes a running from third. Lavin will score, and we're all tied up. So the wild pitch will score the run. Potter's tied up. And a 2-1 count on Ethan Liao here. It's like Dylan Brown warming up for the Potters down in their pen. Now 3-1 on Ethan. Ball 4. So Liao gets the base on balls. Still just one out, and Brian Williams Jr. the batter. Williams coming off a 4-hit game on Wednesday, including a home run. His 0 for 4 so far today with a couple of flyouts, a strikeout, and a groundout. Forsythe has shown a pretty good arm behind the plate, so Liao is a threat to steal. Ty McGraw is on deck. He's going. The pitch is outside, and there'll be no throw. So the location really helping out Liao there, as Forsythe had to make a reach across his body to try to get the ball. So Williams now with a 1-ball, no strike count. Swings and misses. Great cut on a great pitch, 92 from Enyart. And we're all even at 1-1 with Ty McGraw to follow. Liao in scoring position at second base. Liam Forsythe is going to go out and talk to Enyart, and now the outfield has to figure out they've got to play shallow enough that if there's a base hit, they can have a chance of throwing out Liao at the plate. They don't want to be too shallow and risk Williams putting one over their head. Standish went 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs, struck out 6, walked 2. Then Hippensteel, 2 innings, a hit, a walk, and he struck out 4. Enyart came on in the 9th inning and got a 1-2-3 9th inning, and now out here in the 10th. A sacrifice and a wild pitch, then a walk to Liao, and now Ethan with the steal is at second. 1-1 on Brian Williams Jr. out of Midwest City, Oklahoma. Right in the middle of Oklahoma. Right in the middle. Just amazing. Dallas Baptist University. Takes a high fastball call, strike 2. Williams, one of a half dozen Potters who have not agreed with calls tonight. Two, or 1-2, that is, makes it 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Brian Williams Jr. Ended with 10 strikeouts in the 5 previous innings and 3 walks. He has walked 1 here tonight. There goes the runner. No, he bluffed, but he had a sharp ground out to shortstop, scooped up out there by Palazzo and throws over to first for the out. Liao is at third. Now he will score, obviously, looking for something. We have Ty McGraw, who's got 2 hits tonight, 2 for 4. He is out of Gardendale, Alabama, and he is up here with a chance to give the Potters their 15th straight win. Doubled in the first, singled in the 8th. Line drive down the line in left field. That's a foul ball. And that was close. Not, oh, you blew the call close. Not that close, but it was close. Slicing down the line as Ty has got his double, his Sun-aided double in the first and his base hit in the 8th. We're both to left field. And that one was perfectly, well, it wasn't perfectly placed, but it was on the way to being perfectly placed. 0-1. And you're from the windup. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 93 from Enyart. And Ty gave it all he had. Oh, and 2. Adam Paniagua to follow if the occasion arises here. Sails outside, and Leo came down the line to third. Away's pitch from Adam Enyart. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ty McGraw. Ground ball, second base. Sewell has it over to first, and we'll go to number 11. Both teams score in the 10th. We go to the 11th. It's 3-3.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PFAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Top of the 11th inning from McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low, Riley the engineer, Willie Preston on the PA. Sydney's doing something over there, and so is Luke Stoutwalker. I don't know what they're doing, but they seem to be doing a good job, so we'll just leave them alone. Adam Enyart's going to go out to second base. He is the extra runner, intentional runner, whatever you want to call him. Tyler Howard's the batter. He's got 3 strikeouts and a single, so he is 1 for 4. Dylan Brown is the new pitcher out of University of San Francisco. His 4th appearance, 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 4 strikeouts and a walk. The right-hander comes on to face Howard. Let's see how the Crabs are going to play it. Howard shows bunt and bunts at it, but misses it, so it's a strike. Dylan Brown out of Sacramento, California, which is pretty close to here, so not that surprising someone would be from there. Trying to keep the runner close at second if possible. Brown's pitch is fouled off by Tyler Howard. Liam Forsythe to follow him, then Tate Metcalf, the next hitter scheduled for the Humboldt Crabs. And manager Robin Guyver. 0-2 now. Let's see if they're still going to have Howard trying to drop it down or let Tyler swing away, which I imagine they probably will do. He swings and misses at it, and he is down on strikes. Big out right there, of course, for Dylan Brown. Enyart stays at second base. The Potters, Evan Williams, 2 innings, no hits, 1 run, 4 strikeouts. The run, I don't think the extra international runner run is an earned run. I think that's how they figured that out. So that is the 22nd strikeout for Potters pitchers tonight. And here's Liam Forsythe. In the dirt, and that gets away, and they're going to accomplish what they needed to accomplish with the help of the Potters on a wild pitch. So now Forsythe has a little bit of different mission up here. with one out, and now the runner at third as the Potters will bring their infield in. Forsythe has singled, he's grounded to short, he's popped to first and struck out. So 1 for 4 for Forsythe from Southeast Missouri State. Fastball's outside, and Iago has to reach out and grab that one to keep it from going away. So it's 2-0 now on Forsythe. Off-speed pitch called strike on the outside corner. 2-1. Crowd hanging around for this one. 11 innings of really good baseball. And it's 2-1 now on Forsythe. That has got to be strike two. It's in the same spot. 3-1. The hecklers finally got woke up down there. We're number 35 in the patriotic jersey. Line drive, base hit left field. Chasing it is Russell, rounding first, heading for second is Forsythe. He'll be in with an RBI double, and the Crabs are back on top 4-3. Forsythe gets his second hit. And the Crabs lead at 4-3, and that brings up Medikoff. And we're getting a pinch runner, it looks like, for Forsythe. Number 2, Nolan Hamilton will run for Forsythe. See who comes in to catch for Forsythe, though, because Hamilton is listed as an outfielder. And here's Medikoff, who's got a couple strikeouts and a couple of walks. And that's it, right underneath the catcher, and going over to third is Hamilton. So the wild pitch has really affected the Potters here in the 11th inning. And now the Crabs in danger of putting that all-important second run up on the board, which would take the sacrifice away from the Potters in their half of the 11th inning. You would think anyway. Infield in. 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. The slider gets the swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Medikoff 316 coming in. He has a run scored 0 for 2 tonight. Timmy Reed scheduled next, the center fielder. That's in the dirt, blocked by Peniagua. So it goes to 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Brown throws it by him at 89 after a diet of off-speed pitches. That one probably looked a lot faster, and it's 2-2. Didn't go after that one. Runs the count full to 3-2. Trying to get him to chase the slider. Wouldn't go after it. Now it's full. Swing and a miss. He gets away from Peniagua, runs it down. He's going to have to throw to first to get the out. He does. And holds the runner at third. So a big strikeout by Brown right there, his second in the inning. And now Timmy Reed is at the plate. He struck out twice. He's singled and he's walked. And he's got that all-important second run down there at third base. The Crabs lead at 4-3 in the 11th. Reed from USF, which is also where Dylan Brown is from, so perhaps they're too familiar with each other's game. We'll see. And I would not rule out the bunt from Timmy Reed. He takes a high fastball, though, on the first pitch, 90 miles an hour from Brown, but misses the strike zone. Michael Perazzo, the shortstop, is on deck. Went around and got him 1-1. I think I called him Palazzo once, and I apologize to him for that and the entire Perazzo family. 1-1 strike on Timmy Reed. 5'9", 175 pounds. Takes a fastball, and it's called strike 2. Brown at 90 again. No activity as far as I could tell in the bullpen, so we expect to see Enyart out there again for the Crabs. Breaking ball does not catch the corner. Just a little bit outside, 2-2. Good looking pitch. Not quite a strike. And Reed is up there with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. That is just misses the batter in the inside corner. Goes 3-2. Hamilton, the pinch runner, is down at third base. 3-2 on Timmy Reed. Line drive left center field. That's a base hit. It'll go all the way to the fence. Reed rounded first. He'll make second easily, and he'll stop there with an RBI double and a big play right there as the Crabs take a 5-3 lead. Second hit of the day for Timmy Reed. None bigger than that one. And the Crabs are up 5-3 with Michael Perazzo coming to the plate. Just a perfectly placed line drive right into left center field. With Reed's speed, he was going to make second easily anyway. Perazzo is walked, struck out, grounded out, and struck out. He scored a run as the extra runner in the 10th inning. Takes a high fastball, 1-0. Misses with that one high as well, 2-0. Keenan Morris, the top of the order on deck for the Crabs, who have put 2 across here in the 11th, and they lead it 5-3. Dylan Brown, the 7th pitcher for the Potters. Throw back to second base. Potters pitchers, the 7 of them, have combined for 23 strikeouts in 10 2/3 innings, but they are on the short end of a 5-3 score here. That is in there for a call strike, 2-1. And Perazzo does not believe his luck. 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a strike, 2-2. Tomorrow night, Piper's birthday. Have some mascots from around the area. Don't know exactly who. Pat Still from KNCI will be our guest announcer. He'll hang out with me for as long as he likes, which with knowing Pat will be a while. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him on strikes. But the Crabs scored twice in the 11th. Up to the Potters to catch up. They're down 5-3.
Gooseport Public House, we have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
We are in the bottom of inning number 11. Ty McGraw will go out and run at second base. Adam Enyard, I believe, is still out on the mound, working in his third inning now. He has given up nothing so far. Did give up the run, the unearned run in the 10th inning, and now he's got the 11th. Paniagua, who has a single, a couple of walks. Looks like Brett Griffith is on deck to bat for Tristan Russell. So Griffith's on deck, but right now it's about Adam Paniagua. He's got the power, obviously. He has a home run in the season. He had 27 during the regular season with Regis University. Right back up the middle. It's off the pitcher. He picks it up. He looks to first and makes the play at first base. Oh, man. Bad luck for Paniagua. He ripped that one, and a good play by Enyard, who, after it hit him, found it and went to first for the out. Going to move McGraw over to third, and he'll bring up Brett Griffiths now, batting for Tristan Russell. Russell was 1 for 4. So Brett Griffiths batting for Russell. Brett had 3 hits in the game the other night. Bad luck for Paniagua. Good play by Enyard, and now he's going to take a couple of shots, make sure he's okay, and he throws it at like 95 miles an hour. I think he'll be fine. So Brett Griffiths coming up. He is out of American River College and now Ball State University. Ryan Lee follows him. McGraw at third. Enyard will go from the windup here, I believe. And it is a strike-off speed pitch at 82. Gets ahead of Brett Griffiths. Down the first base line, but foul. And it's quickly 0-2 on the pitch hitter Griffiths with Ryan Lee on deck. Ryan with the 2-run home run. The only Potters runs beside the run in the 10th inning of the night. As both pitching staffs have been throwing fantastic baseball. Potters have 24 strikeouts as a pitching staff. Ground ball back to the pitcher. They'll look the runner back at third and go to first for the second out. So it's down to Ryan Lee, as it was back in the 4th inning when he hit the 2-run home run. Since then, he has struck out and grounded to second. Single, a 2-run homer, a strikeout, and a ground out for Ryan. And he takes down low for a ball, trying to get ahead of him with the off-speed pitch the way he did Griffiths, but that time it's down low, so it's 1-0 on Ryan. Zach Story would be next if Ryan keeps this inning going. McGraw down at third, but now 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Swing and a miss again. Off-speed pitch. It's right behind the catcher, who I don't know exactly what. I can't tell what number that is. Forsythe was pinch run for, so. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ryan Lee here in the bottom of inning number 11. That's outside, 2-2. Tomorrow, 7:05, first pitch. Check us out on Stones Broadcast Networks, YouTube, or Lincoln Potters Baseball. YouTube if you can't make it out. Grounder down to third, but I think that was off of Ryan Lee, so it'll be a foul ball. Be a foul ball anyway. Two balls, two strikes. Pass ball, ball 3. 92 miles an hour, perfectly placed for Menyard, but just a little bit outside. And Ryan Lee gets another shot here. Going to have a little chat out the mound with the unidentified catcher. Roster-wise, it could be Nico Lombardi. It could be Kiwanis Soares. Both listed as catchers on the roster. Kind of tough to tell them back because the strap from the chest protector goes right down the middle and can't see the number. 3-2 on Ryan Lee out of Sunnyvale, California, and UC Davis. It's fouled off down the first base line. A little Q shot down there. A little English on that baby. That one came in at 83 as Enyard went to the off speed, which has been pretty successful for him. And Lee spoils it. Swings and misses. They're going to have to throw it to first to get him, and they will, and that's your ball game. Crabs win it in 11. Our final score, Humboldt 5 and Lincoln 3. We're back with a short postgame right after this on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities. An amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our
Welcome back, Potters post game after a tough loss to the Humboldt Crabs. The Crabs win this one in 11 innings, 5-3. Potters pitchers, we talked about it, struck out 24 batters for the Crabs, but give credit to the pitching for Humboldt as well. Standish, Hippensteel, and Enyard came out here and shut down the Potters on just 8 hits and held them to 3 runs and the 2-run home run by Ryan Lee in the 4th inning. Other than that, except for the run in the 10th, the Potters bats were effectively silenced by the Humboldt pitchers. Adam Enyard gets the win. The loss goes to Dylan Brown, and the Crabs even up their record in the PEL at 2-2. Potters' record now even as well. They are now 1-1. We'll do it again tomorrow. 7:05 right here from McBean Stadium. Piper's birthday. Pat Steele is out here, guest announcer. It's going to be a great night out here. Come on out if you can. If you can't, follow us on Lincoln Potters Baseball or Stones Broadcast Networks on YouTube, and we urge you to subscribe and never miss a game. For Mark the Phantom Low, for Rye the Engineer, Willie, and everybody else in here, we thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.